analyze the opportunity in the oil industry. This is Pipeline. What is it about?
In this video, we're going to show you what to expect from Pipeline, and if you watch till the end, we hope that we can help you get a feel for the game. Coming up. Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella from Meeple University.
Now let's find out some more about Pipeline, designed by Ryan Courtney and published by Capstone Games. Released in 2019, Pipeline is an engine building and commodity trading game based on the oil refining industry. The game plays 2 to 4 players competitively in 60 to 120 minutes and is of heavy complexity. In Pipeline, players aim to earn as much money as they can by building up their oil refining networks and delivering refined product to market as efficiently as possible. Oil is purchased for between $5 and $13 a barrel and then sold for as much as $55 a barrel after being refined, meaning that strong margins are on offer for players who can refine well. The central puzzle of the game is each player's construction of a personal network of coloured pipelines. This represents the size and complexity of their refining infrastructure. This table, which is randomized at the start of the game, shows the amount of refining capacity required to convert the 3 different grades of crude oil into the 3 different qualities of product. And the length of unbroken lines of one color within your network represents your refining capacity for that grade of crude. For example, this network contains a teal pipeline of length 10. Refining using this length of line could take teal crude all the way up to level 2, or could take level 1 teal products all the way up to level 3. Designing an optimal network is critical to your success. For a single action, a player may activate all of the pipelines which run through a single 2x1 tile. And so running several long pipelines through a single junction point is much more efficient than spacing them out. Later in the game, players may instead connect their pipeline to machines. This allows you to run the pipelines at a cost of $15, but without expending an action. And players need to place those machines carefully to avoid splitting their long pipelines in half and reducing their capacity. All of these choices will heavily influence how efficiently players will be able to refine their crudes. As such, the purchasing of pipe tiles, some of which aren't replenished until the end of each year of play, and some of which are never replenished, is one of the most critical and competitive elements of the game. On each turn, a player may take one action from the 10 available in the game, and if choosing from the 8 actions shown on this central cross of the board, the player may also pay $10 to take the other action on the same arm of the cross. The 4 market spaces allow the players to purchase crude or sell into the refined markets. The crude cubes and market spaces are limited and the prices are less favourable the longer you wait. The shops allow for the purchase of machines, pipes, or tanks which are needed to hold inventories of product. Players can purchase upgrade cards, improving the strength of their actions and sometimes triggering once-off bonuses. And they can take contracts. These allow certain refined products to be sold to market without expending an action, but it always comes at a weak price and with the requirement to fulfill that contract every year for the rest of the game. Decisions in Pipeline, particularly early in the game, come down to optimizing money against actions. Players have only 18 turns and therefore 18 primary actions in the game, but every decision which saves you actions is going to cost you money. Whether it's buying upgrades to make your actions more efficient, buying machines to save you actions on running pipelines, paying to take 2 actions in a turn, or using low-paying contracts to sell products without visiting the market. However, money is also extremely tight in the game, particularly through the first 2 years of actions, and this makes your decisions hard. This also makes competition for the cheaper actions, such as buying crude earlier in the round, or buying from the limited supply of cheaper government tiles instead of the more expensive ones from the shop particularly fierce. If players ever run out of money, it will take an action plus an end of game penalty marker to take a $15 loan, so it's worth avoiding if you can. Players need to keep a constant eye on the end game, as money is not just gained from the simple act of selling into one of the markets. The order tiles in the display are difficult to fulfill, but can be fulfilled as a free action. And, unlike the contracts, these will sell for top dollar. Players also need to target the 4 valuation cards which are drawn at the start of the game, and these yield handsome rewards for achieving certain combinations of pipelines, contracts, and other assets. These objectives can easily account for more than half of your final score, so your strategy needs to consider them. Players then lose an increasing amount of money for any penalty cubes they've taken for loans or failed contracts, and the player with the most money after the end of the game is the winner. And that's what to expect from Pipeline. We hope that you enjoyed this video and we hope it helps you.
If you enjoyed this video, please help us by hitting the like button. Subscribe to us. You can also hit the Meeple in the corner to do so, and hit the bell icon so you'll be one of the first to know when we post new videos. And you can also follow me on Instagram for board game photos and reviews.
And finally, if you have any questions, comments or feedback, please feel free to write them in the comment section below.
Until next time!